Hi, it's Rebecca, and today we're going to talk some more about money. A little while ago, Divine Mother said to me, Rebecca, please get back to helping people with their money issues because that is one of the biggest issues that any of us have. It's a global thing. And here's the thing you may not have thought about, or you probably have: money is relative. A person in a third world country might think that you're very, very wealthy because you have an iPhone or because you have a computer. So it's my pleasure to bring to you three big blocks that can be blocking your money. Now, remember, when you like something, give me an amen. A thumbs up equals an amen. By the way, is this card backwards? Somebody tell me that. It looks backwards to me. Lee, are you here? Lee is one of my students that just comes to everything I teach. Sweet little darling. Okay. So, three of the things I'm going to tell you about, two of them, we can acknowledge and clear. And then the third one, you're going to need some spiritual help because that could be like a poverty contract. So, are you ready? Let's do a little EFT clearing before we begin, just to balance our polarities. If your polarities get out of balance, then things just don't sink in as well. So you don't need to know EFT. Do what I do, say what I say, and it's just going to get you into mode. Remember, this is a mini workshop, part of my gifts for my birthday month. So it ain't no 2-minute quickie, honey. It's a mini workshop. So just put your hand up like this and tap right here and repeat after me. Even though my polarities may be out of balance, I love and accept myself. Just saying that feels good, doesn't it? My polarities could be out of balance. I love and accept myself. My polarities could be out of balance. I love and accept myself. Now we're going to just say the word balance right here. Tap where I tap. You can't mess up. Especially see how I do it around. There's actually 4 acupressure meridians that come together right here. Beginning of your eyebrow, come into balance. Side of your eye, come into balance. Underneath your eye, come into balance. Underneath your nose, woohoo! Come into balance. A good woohoo always helps whatever you're doing. Underneath your lip, come into balance. Right here on your collarbone, come into balance. And then tap your wrists together. Come into balance. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll. So the first thing that Spirit told me about to release, the first two, you guys probably are going to go, oh, I showed up for this. Because it might hurt a little. Here's what you need to know. I'm taking the medicine too. How do you think I know this stuff? You realize if I never had any money struggles, that I wouldn't feel any need to be teaching people about getting rid of obstructions to money or getting money for no reason or being worthy or any of that. If I never had, I wouldn't have any thing to relate to. Just like a lot of the struggles you've been through, maybe they're not money, maybe there's something else. Wow, are you ever qualified to help someone else with that? So we could swap poor stories if we wanted to, but that's just going to send us down the rabbit hole. First one, did anybody tell me if this card is showing up right side? In the chat, you can put is judgment and self-righteousness. Judgment and self-righteousness. Let's talk about that for a minute. How do I know about that? Well, we all think, oh, we don't judge, yada, yada, yada. But I have a friend, and her biggest problem is How's she going to do her hair? What dress is she going to wear? Could she lose another 5 pounds? And I found that I was kind of going, God, how shallow. That's all she has to worry about. And Divine Mother said, Rebecca, that's exactly what you want to manifest. You want to be so abundant that all you worry about is you're higher and maybe losing 5 pounds and maybe getting fit. So bless her. Say, oh, wow. Oh, somebody gave me a thumbs up with the card. Thank you. So here's what I want us to do. I told you we could acknowledge this. Who has what you want? Just think of it. What is it that you're really desiring? I like desire better than want. I desire. Who has what you desire? So I just want you to think about the thoughts that come up for you. Well, they have lots of money, but they probably got it some kind of evil way, or all they do is sit around painting their toenails, or the criticisms we feel towards people who have exactly what we want. You know what that does? It makes us separate. And it also makes a statement to the universe, I don't like that. And then you're separate. And hello to Tiffany, Victoria, Elizabeth, and everybody else who wants to come into the chat. So do we want to be separate? Do we want to say thank you? That is exactly a picture of what I want. So are you willing to release judgment and self-righteousness? Are you willing to forgive yourself for catching yourself in being judgmental? Because if you start beating yourself up, that's not going to do any good. That's not going to lift your energy. That's not going to get that stream of abundance coming for you. Just saying, yes, I want to just worry about my hair or what dress I'm going to wear. That's a great picture of what I'd like to manifest in my life. And it's not necessary to think, oh, well, maybe they have plenty of money, but they're sick, or but they're that. I mean, just acknowledge it would be fun to be where they are. Can I get an amen on that? Yes. Yes, Eugenia. Yes. So let's do a little bit of tapping to just release those thoughts of judgments and forgive ourselves for that. Are you with me? Remember, this is a mini workshop. It ain't no 2-minute quickie, okay? So you want to clear. That's what we're for. And we will clear that poverty money contract after we get to these things that you can realize and stop yourself. So go right here. We're going to do some tapping. Don't need to know EFT, just tap with me. I may be judgmental about others who have what I want. I love and accept myself. I forgive myself. Then go to the top of the head. I've been judgmental. Beginning of the eyebrow. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. Doesn't that feel good? I just let it go. I just let it go. I'm only human. I wasn't thinking that it was blocking my freaking money. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. Now let's talk about something else. I'm just going to bring it to your awareness. Whenever there's judgment, don't you notice there's almost always some self-righteousness? Like, well, if that's all I had to worry about, there's this attitude. Have you ever been around a recovering alcoholic that is judgmental of anybody that has a glass of wine with dinner? They can't conceive that you could have 1 or 2 glasses of wine. Oh no, you got to drink 2 bottles. So the self-righteousness creeps in. And is it fun to be around them? No, it is not fun to be around someone who's judgmental and self-righteous. Well, I don't do that. I quit drinking 20 years ago. So, assuming everyone else is unworthy to be whatever they have, let's just let that go. Let's just forgive ourselves for all self-righteousness, okay? So, guess what? The number 2 block to you having more money could be, and I find this, you probably never thought about it as a block to money. If I just did ordinary things, what fun would that be? No money gives you a good excuse not to do your soul purpose, not to do what your heart calls you to. So, say you want to be a philanthropist or something, but you can't because you haven't any money. Well, what does a philanthropist do? Help people? Could you start doing that now? I would do better self-care, but I don't have the money to do it. What kinds of self-care could you start doing right now that doesn't require a $500 a day spa? So what is it that your heart is longing to do that you feel like? It's just a lie that we've been fed. Please don't anybody think I'm preaching at you in a negative manner. It's just to bring this to your awareness. What kind of excuses for not doing your soul purpose or not moving forward are you using? That, oh, well, I don't have the money to do that. How can you move forward with baby steps on that right now? How can you do something? I'm going to give you an example. My dream is to not really be concerned about money at all and stop working every day at 4:00 and sit on the back porch and look at the birds or have a cocktail or anything. And guess what else my dream is? To just do more of these live streaming videos. It's so fun to me. That thing that your heart feels is fun, that's your heart's calling. So, by the way, I'm just doing more of these live streamings anyway. I think it's really fun when people are joining in the chat, and oh, it's the most wonderful thing. Why do I need to wait till I have so much money I can stop working at 4:00? Why don't I just do the live streams now? What could you do right now that's going to make your heart happy? Because when your heart gets happy, you know what? You start attracting abundance. Okay. So, any questions about that before I move to the next one of the big 3? You can put it in the chat. Okay. I just got a bunch of amens. Amen. You need to give me a thumb up. Just do it once, because if you do it and do it and do it, it's going to take the thumb off. So, more like this, thumbs up. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is something you can use a little spiritual help with. What is that? A poverty contract. Oh, Christina says medication prevents you from moving forward spiritually. How so? You might need medication. I want to talk a little bit about medication before I talk about the poverty contract. If you were a diabetic and you needed to take insulin, would you judge yourself for that? And I'm all for everything natural as possible. And yet sometimes you need some pharmaceutical help. Would you judge yourself for that? If you have trouble sleeping and you need to take something, do you judge yourself for that? Is it okay if it's an herb, but not okay if it's a pharmaceutical, which are mostly made from herbs? Just think about that. That's way off topic, but we're just flying here. Okay, so could you have a poverty contract? So, what's a poverty contract? It's where maybe you decided when you were coming into this physical incarnation that you wanted to experience what it feels like not to have as much. Who the heck would choose that? Well, a lot of us chose that. A lot of us chose that. Did we choose it so that we could wallow around in it forever? No, we chose it because we could learn from it. And then guess what? Whatever you learn from, you have the desire to help others with. You have the desire to help others with whatever you're struggling with. As you don't have to wait till you get completely on the other side of it. As you're moving forward in it, you can still help others with that thing. Wherever you are, you're a little bit ahead of wherever somebody else is. Okay, so what is we got to do what we got to do. Consciousness can overcome the bad effects of the medicine. That's a good input. Thank you. Thank you. And here's the thing, would you just forgive yourself for everything, all the cotton picking time, whenever you're judging yourself for being fat, or judging yourself for not getting enough work done, or judging yourself for taking some cotton picking medicine? Forgive yourself for that. Just let it go. Let it go. It's time to be merciful to yourself. I have a frog in my throat. Okay, so if you have a poverty contract, you don't have to keep it. Now, who among you, my brothers and sisters, want to let go of any poverty contract you may or may not have? Give me an amen. Okay. Everybody's ready. Everybody's ready. Now, Spirit told me that a lot of people, they take on a poverty contract for this lifetime. Maybe it's some ancestral thing. Maybe it's some vow. Are we ready to rescind the vows? Are we ready to just let it go? And I'm going to guide you in a short meditation. And I'm going to take you back. This class is completely channeled, by the way. Whatever Spirit is telling me is going to be most helpful for you. I want you to pay attention to the sound of my voice when I start this meditation. Do not be checking your email or anything else. Give me your undivided attention because I am fully 100% present for you, and I'm standing as that spiritual priestess holding the power to clear this on your behalf. Are you with me? Yes, I feel it. So close your eyes. You can just listen to my voice. Close your eyes and relax. I'm going to take you on a journey. And it's a journey in your imagination, and yet it's a spiritual journey. Relax your feet. Relax your legs. Relax your hips. And just let your spinal cord even become so relaxed. Relaxing your neck, your head, and just kind of let your jaw feel relaxed. Feeling so relaxed. And there's nothing more important in the whole wide world right now for you to do than to clear this contract of poverty that's kept you in prison. And so we begin a journey. I'm going to come there right now to each and every one of you in my light body and take you by the hand. And I'm going to take you through a tunnel that leads to the other side, to the council room where you planned this entire lifetime. You're with me, you're safe, and now your guardian angels are also coming. We're moving through this tunnel, and we see the bright, bright light on the other side. And it feels so familiar, like we've been down this tunnel so many times, maybe never having come on purpose in spirit form. There's nothing else more important for you to be doing right now than to be with me on this journey. And now the light becomes brighter and brighter and brighter, and we find ourselves softly landing on the other side. The place some call heaven, a place of light, a place of glory. And we feel such joy just to be back home, even for this temporary moment in spirit. We see so many angelic beings, maybe even loved ones, but we have this purpose that we're moving towards. And that is the great council room where we each planned our physical incarnation. And now Divine Mother has the power to change your chart or your blueprint. Maybe you said you wanted to experience this poverty consciousness. And now because you are evolved enough to be here listening to my voice, that gives you the right to choose again. So we ask for your chart to be brought forth. And there is a council of 12 who had guided you. Some had cautioned you not to do this. And you state, repeat after me, I am here to rescind any vows of poverty. I am here to negate any contract about poverty. I am here to forgive all those who have contributed to my poverty agreement. I choose again. Repeat that. I choose again. I choose again. I choose a life of abundance. Woo! I feel the spirit moving. As now your chart before your eyes, the writing is erased. I call for the Akashic records to be brought forth as well, and this changed now. Through all space and time, let the record reflect this is changed now, and I am choosing again. I get to choose again in every moment. Anchor, lock, and seal this healing and this shifting now through all space and time. And let the rejoicing begin. Now all your loved ones stream into the place where you are, rejoicing with you, jumping up and down, hugging you. These are your loved ones that have crossed over. Some you may not recognize. People you've shared other lifetimes with. Now they're picking you up and they're carrying like the hero or heroine on their shoulders like they do at football games. And we're moving back towards the beginning of the tunnel. I take you by the hand again. We blow kisses to all those who assisted. We are deeply grateful, and I bring you by the hand, moving through the tunnel, back to this side, with the words ringing in your head and in your heart. I choose again. I choose again. I choose again. Now, when you're ready, open your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. Isn't that good? Isn't that good? Isn't that good? I'll give you just a moment to come on back. And I want to tell you about something that will help you if you haven't done this already. On my website, I have a free program. It's 30 days of short, special encouragement. It's called Money Manifesting Secrets. Every single day when you register for this for 30 days, you get me, not so long like this, but just telling you how wonderful you are, giving you a manifesting tip that you can use. You know, spiritual information is no good if it's not practical. Can I get an amen to that? If it's so hard to do or so, you got to be all holy and righteous, it's not fun. So I'm encouraging every one of you, even if you've done it before, go to my website, RebeccaMarina.com, and get that 30-day manifesting program. I've said it before. It's so good. I sign up for it myself because sometimes I get discouraged too. And then I open my email and here's this audio of myself singing to myself and telling myself how wonderful I am and just words of encouragement and uplifting. So that's what I'd like. Now, I do want to make you aware that I'm going to be live streaming about the angels of abundance. There are 10 man angels of abundance and 2 overlighting presences. Every day I'm going to do 2 or 3. Now, what this is going to lead up to is an in-depth course, which I will be teaching. Each class is at least 2 hours. It's not a live streaming thing, and it won't be free. So be tuned into those angels of abundance. You can get good from it without taking the course, but whenever you really commit to the bonding process that these angels are telling me about, you can really begin to see some shifts. So this is Rebecca Marina Messenger asking you to give me a thumbs up on the little thumby thingy and subscribe if you haven't yet. Would you be an angel and share this video with someone else who could use some clearing? It's been my pleasure, and it's just such a joy to be able to do this. And thank God for YouTube for making this available for us. So thank you, everybody. God bless. And I'll see you again very soon with another uplifting, manifesting, or whatever Spirit tells me is needed most. Bye-bye, everybody. RebeccaMarina.com.